Hello, 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 everyone. Today, I am Sukinode, and I'll be your host. And this is the game Dragon Ball Fighters. Love this game, and I'll probably say this more in the next couple of videos. I'll probably always say how much I love this game, but it really is great. It's not a perfect game. No game is perfect, so it has its faults, but what we have here is a solid foundation. And I believe that completely. And I hope to see better and better things from this game as it goes on. And so far, they've been delivering. I'm gonna give you just a basic runaround of everything, and then next video we'll get into some matches. If I have enough time, we'll get into a match for you today too. But let me just walk you around, show you what there is to see if you're a beginner to this, or if you don't know every little thing that's going on. So let's go. So I'll show you. This is our practice area. Of course, the diorama is basically King Kai's planet, and it's just a small planet with one road that goes all the way around it, and that's King Kai's little red car under there. In the practice area, it is exactly what it says. Here you come here to practice with your different characters. It has begin training, which just lets you do whatever you want. Pick your opponents, pick your characters, and it gives you a myriad of options for how to go about training yourself. It's very well built for making yourself a better fighter in this game. The tutorial will walk you through all the basics: movement, special moves, super moves, all the different what's the word I'm looking for? All the different mechanics that you have available to you. Begin Combo Challenge is basically each character has 10 different combo challenges. So the computer will show you a combo, all the buttons to do it, and you can even preview the combo to make sure you're doing it right. And then you just have to copy and paste, do the combo that's shown to you, and you progress to the next one, and it gets progressively more difficult. As you start learning how to use your characters, this is a good place to do so. And the view explanation is basically the explanation I'm giving to you about practice. Let's see. Actually, I'll show you all of the options in training, because it's very, very layered, very in depth what they gave you the options to do. Oh, character select, of course. But what I noticed when I first got the game that I didn't realize then is that if you look down here on the bottom left, you see select save team options. This will save you a lot of time. Just press your options button. This is your save team. X to confirm, pops them right up. And you can save several different combinations of teams, so you can always just go through. So if we go back, pop it up. Yeah, these are all the team combinations I've basically put together that I've wanted to try out. But this is my main team: Majin Buu, Broly, and Android 21. And we'll just pick some people at random. And then we'll just pop up the menu so I can show you a few of the options. I'm not going to go too in depth. If you want me to go more in depth on that, let me know in the comments, and I'll go through every little detail of what you can do and how you can do it. I'm just going to give you kind of a little taste right now. Now, this game is beautiful. So let's show you the menu first, and then I'll show you a little bit. So here you can change your characters on your team and your enemy team, health bar settings, how much health you want each character to have. Your training settings are extensive. Key gauge, which are the two bars on your bottom left and bottom right. Sparking blast, which is a mechanic in the game. Says cooldowns, all of that. Enemy settings, if you want to just practice against the game on a certain difficulty level, or if you want them to be in a certain pose or do a certain action so you can train to take advantage of that action or defend against that action. It even has a record option where you can make a character do a certain set of moves the computer will record that, and then you can go back in as another character, set the computer on repeat, and it'll do that series of actions so you can learn how to defend against it or take advantage of it. It's really well done. It's very in depth. So and I'll show you that little bit, but you get the idea. Oh, game beautiful. Ah, I missed that. But yeah, this game is just gorgeous. So let's pop out of here and we'll show you around the rest of the place. But I just wanted to show you that little bit. You can see how beautiful this game is. It is like visually, it's phenomenal. It is basically like watching someone play the show. It's like putting you in the show. It's great. Run around here to story mode. This is, of course, this is Boma's capsule ship, or one of them. There were like two or three different ones. And let's see, we go here. So story, you get an explanation, of course, but I'll give you at least a brief explanation. If you want something a bit more detailed, that you can view the explanation. But we'll begin story, and it's separated into three chapters from three different perspectives. So you got your Super Warrior arc, which is the perspective of all the Z Warriors. Then you have your Enemy Warrior arc, which is from the villain's perspective, or at least, well, it's from the villain's perspective, but then we go over to the Android 21 arc, and that's also from the villain's perspective as the story tells it. But the Android 21 arc, Android 21 is a villain, yet 16 kind of is but isn't. And then you have it from 17 and 18's point of view, and you can decide as you go through the story, and I won't ruin anything whether they're good or bad in that story arc. You have your art gallery, so you can preview different pictures and stuff from scenes that have played in the story. Your arc data lets you know how many battles you've won with the team that you ran. My top three fighters were Goku, Yamcha, and Frieza. And character info lets you know how far you've leveled them up. There's also a mechanic called the link system, and those are like as you play the story mode and level up each character, they'll get link events, and those events are like special cinematic just story elements that give you different perspectives of the characters. Like the characters will say stuff, and there's a lot of reference to the Dragon Ball show. This game is absolutely a love letter to Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. Uh, why did that? Oh, because also when you go into story mode, it takes you out of lobby, so be aware of that. So I gotta go back in the lobby. But yeah, this game is an absolute love letter to the Dragon Ball series. Now, I love Dragon Ball and I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super, I'm not a fan of. It's crap in my opinion. Now, that's not to mean that good things didn't come out of it. I feel about Dragon Ball Super the way a lot of people feel about Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z also don't have the best stories. Um, and Dragon Ball Super is no exception to that trend. The story just isn't great. But some good things came out of it, such as the Kale and sorry, I'm trying to remember the exact name. It was the two female Saiyans. They were a good thing that came out of it. Hit was an exceptional character that came out of the Dragon Ball Super arc. Um, so was Beerus and Whis. Great things that came out of the Dragon Ball Super arc. And I want to say there was one more character, but I can't think of who it was off the top of my head. Probably means there wasn't. I think those 5 characters were the best thing that came out of it. I didn't like Goku Black, thought that was stupid. Um, the Fuse Zamasu that came out of it was pretty good though. I didn't mind that at all. So the Fuse Zamasu would probably be the other one. I liked a lot of the Gods of Destruction. So that wasn't bad either. But let's get back to the point of this video. So right here we have the shop. The shop is where you spend your in-game currency. So if you look at the top right, you see a silver coin and a gold coin. The silver coin is Zenny. You get Zenny for just about everything. You get it for playing story mode, you get it for playing tournament, you get it for playing ranked, just about everything. Z coins are like a special currency just on top of it, and they both go towards getting you the same thing, which is basically avatars, avatar colors, different character colors, so on and so forth. You even get different stuff for your character card, and I'll show you what that is right now, actually. So pop it up, player info, view player data. Actually, it'd be edit player card. If you want to view player data, it basically tells you the same thing. But edit player card will bring up the card you see when you fight against someone. And as you can see, we have changed fighter name. So you can change your name at any time whenever you want. Player card select header. That is your border, and it has a lot of different options. Select your base is, oh, okay, my mistake. Your base is the border of your card, and your header is the background right there. Okay, sorry about that then. So we'll pop out of there. Okay, so that was the shop. We go over here, we have Party Match. Now, Party Match is a very inventive game mode that I've only seen in this game. I don't know if it's the first of its kind, and I will need to check. But as far as I know, no other fighting game or game in general has ever had a system like that. Because basically, Dragonball Fighterz is a 3v3 fight. So you pick 3 characters, and then you're fighting against someone else's characters. Well, this game mode lets you take control of 1 character, and then 2 other people online that you party with take control of 1 character, and it's a basically a 6v6 with 3 people on each team. And you use the other characters as your assists. And you can pop anyone in at almost any point in time. So it's a really, really cool idea. We'll open it up so you can just get a little look at it. And let's see if I can actually get into a party match. Now, when you first go into it, it's going to ask you what team you want to choose, and it'll run you through your saved teams. If you want to change your character, I'm positive there was a way to do it. Leave, go to battle preset. There was. I could have swear. But I'm going to back out. But basically, the character that's going to show up for you to use is going to be the first character in your party of characters. So if you have, well, my team, I have Android 21 first, Broly, and then Majin Buu. So it's going to put Android 21 first. And the reason you saw Broly from me just there is because I had recently changed it to Broly. Okay, so we'll go around. This is the replay channel. And we'll pop it up here, go in. So the official channel is where Bandai Namco uploads replays themselves. So they'll pick whatever replays they think are really good, and they'll put it up on this channel. Top player channel is the best, are the replays from the high ranking characters, I believe, in your lobby. It might be globally, but I haven't seen that. Oh, and when you click on it, you'll see view all and view selected. View all, it will show you every match within the parameters you set in a series. View selected allows you to actually select which replay you want to see. So, and I'm pretty sure it's only within your lobby because, and I've been checking, but I can't find replays with like the top players in the game currently, who are Sonic Fox, Goichi, Hook Gang God. Um, I've seen Tatsunako, who's a fairly high level player. I've not found any from Lord Knight, and you may not know. None of these names may mean anything to you now, but if you are going to be trying to get better at this game and going up in the rankings, you will see them, you will find them, you will know them. Popular replay channel is basically whatever replays the majority of the people have been watching. Those will be the ones that come up here. My channel are your personal replays, and you can set up the game to either record your battles for later or not. But if you do record them for replay, this is where they show up. Follow player channel is anyone's replays that you follow. So if there is a like a YouTube channel you follow, or you find a replay from a certain character you really like, you can follow it and then just always be able to see them here. And then search channel just lets you search for whoever. So we'll back out of there. And this is of course the rank match area. And you have your rank matches, and then you just have casual matches that you can jump into and do whatever you want. Uh, so we go over here. These are your rankings. Now, once again, I'm not sure if this is just for regional or global. I have to believe it's regional because, once again, the top players in the game should be here, but they're not. So I don't know what that's about, and I've looked to figure it out, but I haven't found any information to clarify that yet. So for now, I believe it's just in your lobby or your region. Over here, we have the tournament. Now, in tournament, it's basically just like the show. You can set up a 16-person tournament, and you can do it against just the CPUs. So it's you versus 15 other fights. Or you can start an actual tournament that other players can come and join, and you can have an actual world tournament. It's actually pretty cool. We go over here. This is our Z Union. And Z Union is just your clubs, your guilds, your uh, uh, tree houses, basically. Everybody. So for every character, if you have a favorite character, you join the Z Union of that character. I joined Majin Buu. And yes, it does say Kid Buu. And yes, there is one. Where is he? That says, oh, right there. That says Majin Buu. Now, people may argue with me. They may say I'm wrong. But this is the way this goes for me. This is not Majin Buu. This is Majin Buu. This is not Kid Buu. This is Majin Buu. Majin Buu. This Majin Buu right here. Now, I'm interrupting myself, but it's just to make something clear. Majin Buu has several different incarnations. This one, he has a skinny evil version. He has a Super Buu version, a Gotenks version, a Gohan version, where he absorbed other characters. He has a Piccolo version. Majin Buu has several different incarnations of himself. This is the original Majin Buu. He was created by by Bibbidi, which was an evil wizard from the show, who created Majin Buu. And this is how he created him. This is the original Majin Buu as he was born into existence. So I call him Majin Buu because that's his name. This is an alternate version of Majin Buu. I always called him Fat Buu, and I could swear in some of the previous previous shows, episodes, or manga, they also called him Fat Boo. I could be wrong about that. I don't know for sure. But I've always known him as Fat Boo. I don't know why they changed it over so that they called this one Majin Buu and this one Kid Buu. And I get that they tried to make a distinction or designation so you don't get them mixed up, because otherwise they both be named Majin Buu. But why not name this one Majin Buu, and this one could have been either Fat Buu, but if that's not politically correct enough, they could have named this like Kami Buu, because this Majin Buu right here was created when Majin Buu absorbed a Supreme Kai. And he was a rotund, big, fat Kai, and he was like the eldest of them. And Majin Buu absorbed him into his being, which created this Buu. So they could have just called him Kame Buu. That would have been fine. So I don't like it, and I always refer to this one as Majin Buu because that's Majin Buu, and I refer to this one as Fat Buu because this is an alternate version of Buu. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, but those are your Z unions. You basically pick the character that's your favorite, go into that union, and events are held. And as you play matches under that union, you get rewards and stuff. Actually, let me show you the bracket ranking. Yeah, Z Cup ranking. So Group A, Piccolo's number one. In Group B, the Nappa Union's number one, which is kind of nuts. I know a lot of people that really like Nappa. Of the two Saiyans that came to Earth, other than Vegeta, I prefer Raditz. I just do. I don't know why. I just really do. I really prefer Raditz, and I would have liked to have seen him make it into the game. But I also understand that there are better characters they could put in instead of Raditz. Like I get that. I just like Raditz. And then Goku Black for the Group C. Now, over here is our tournament. No, sorry, not tournament, arcade. And let me show you that. Now, arcade is just what it's called. It's arcade. So you run through a series of fights till you get to the end. They did it a little differently, where they have a bracket. So basically the way it happens, and I think it'll show it here. Oh, so as you can see, it has three lines, right? So you'll do your first fight, and depending on how well you do in that fight, you'll go to one of the little bubbles in the next line. So in Snake Course, which is the easiest one, I did exceptionally in the first line, so I went to the top of the second line, and then I did really well in that one and went to the top of the third line. Now Extreme Gravity, which is like medium difficulty, I did really well till I got to the fourth line, and then I either didn't keep enough health or I lost a character, and it took me to the second bubble instead of the last one. And Hyperbolic Time Chamber was kind of weird at the top. And then when you beat these three, they give you hard modes of all three. And then they're pretty rough. I still haven't gotten to the top of Snakeway Course, and I haven't done Extreme Gravity or Hyperbolic Time Chamber, but I'm planning on doing so. And I might make videos of me doing that too. But if you're trying to gauge your skill level a little bit, just to see how much you've improved, arcade is a good place to do it. Because when I first started playing the game, the easiest mode of arcade kicked the crap out of me. Just rolled me hard. Oh, also, as you can see, you can just go up to people and start little ring fights and stuff. That was a pretty cool feature. That was a nice touch. Here's where they do the events for the Z Union. So whenever there's an event, it'll pop up down here, and there'll either be a little commentator guy, like this guy right here. And he'll either be down here, or I think the last time I did it, it was the fountain itself that you went to enter. But I don't really do much with the Z Unions. I need to. I've just been mostly training and running ranked match. This right here is the arena match area, and basically it's just where you can get into fights with people and other people can spectate, and when you're spectating it puts your character up here like you're watching them. And that's basically everything, all the different locations in the game, all the different modes. So we'll end this video here. Actually, let me check. Actually, let's see if we can get into a fight for you. Now, I'm doing this as someone who's basically new to the game. I got the game when it first came out. I played it a good amount, but then life got in the way and I didn't have a lot of time to really play it, which I'm trying to fix and get back into it and rise up in ranks. Um, but I am still a scrub and I'm trying not to be. So let's see if we can get into a match real quick and we'll do a ranked one. My ranking doesn't really matter right now until I get better, so it doesn't even matter. Now, just a little bit of advice here. If you're trying to get better at this game, expect to lose a lot. Any fighting game is a lot of getting your butt kicked until you understand how not to. Oop. Yeah, shit no. Oop. Gotcha. Goodbye. And change in Broly while I'm at it. Unfortunately, this person may not be near me in level. We'll have to see. Oh, countered. Yeah. No, do not do full screen dragon dashes. Oh, he grabbed me. Wasn't anticipating it. Why? Yeah, I basically... Oh, it didn't do it. Damn, he got me. Yeah, he got me with that. Yeah, he just immediately level 3'd. I can respect that. Oh, you can counter that way. Didn't know. So is he gonna beat me with Vegito Blue? Can't get. Oh. Oh. Really? Oh, trying to get her out. Nope. His went off before mine. I was trying to get her out, but it wasn't letting me. He wasn't off cooldown yet. Gotcha. So he basically had a comeback there that I shouldn't have allowed to happen. I absolutely shouldn't have let that happen, but some stuff got dropped. So we'll see how this goes. I'm always up for a rematch, even if I'm losing. Oh, nope. Ah. It's weird. Really? That missed? Huh. Oh. He's trying to switch in a lot. But this is gonna get really rough. Oh. Yeah, my conversions off of hits aren't the best yet. Oh, he pepped me. Really? So he's gonna just be switching in and out. There's a way to deal with that, but I'm not perfect at it, so we'll see. Oh, got me. I tried to actually vanish out of the corner and it just didn't let me. So we'll be, so he might be of my level, so we'll have to see. Gotcha. Ah. Really? That knocked me out of that? Really? Huh. Really? My combo dropped. I got that's why I have to practice. That's why I have to practice. Because my combo dropped right there. Yep, and it wouldn't go down into the. I was expecting it to do. I was trying to. Broly has a grab that he forces your head into the ground, and I was trying to do that so I could bounce him into a level 3. Okay, he got me that time. Yep, let's keep doing this. Oh, you won yours, and now you don't want to play anymore. Really? But Dragonball Fighterz, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful game, really well done. The fighting, the mechanics, improvements need to be made, and the developers are absolutely interested in making those improvements. My best tips and advice, basically, just from my point of view, is pick characters you like. There are obviously characters in this game that are just good. Right now, since the last actual patch, which was a very small patch, but even then, it made Cell the best character in the game. He's utterly ridiculous. And originally, before that patch, I had Cell on my team, but that was just until I unlocked Android 21. He's really good, but he's not my favorite character. Broly's my favorite character, Majin Buu's my favorite character, and I really like Android 21. Though there is rumor and leak information that states that Cooler is coming to the game, and the moment Cooler drops, Android 21 slot is going to him. Just way it is. Cooler's my boy. Cooler, Broly, and Majin Buu are my boys, and Janemba. And I'm hoping Janemba will show up. Now, if you don't know any of these names, Broly, Janemba, and Cooler are all from movies. So they're not a part of the original canon. Only Majin Buu is. But I don't know. Those are the kind of characters I really like. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video for you. Oh, before I do, I almost forgot. The boxes next to our names, mine is green, his was white. Basically, that's a ranking indication. The white one or gray one, it looks white to me. But the white one is basically everyone's starter rank. Like, Alazul here. Green is the next rank, which is what I've gotten recently. Then you get orange. There's also a pink, purple, and a red. There may be other colors. I don't know. Those are the ones I've seen. Oh, yellow. Each one indicates a different rank in the bracket that you're in. So that's basically what that is. It lets you know where a person is as far as their rank in the game. So if you see like the highest level color, usually you're going up against a top player. Like right here. Yep. Purple is usually the sign of a top player. You can also tell sometimes by how many battle points they have, but that's for another time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. And I will see you guys again in the next video. If you like this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know some other games you may want to see, some other things you want to see me do with this series. And please like, subscribe, and I will see you later. Take care.